tower all alone. He's not truly a part of the world, so he didn't necessarily understand the impact messing with the time continuum would have. Anyway, Creakings were in shambles. The Creaking communities, they were in shambles when the days became so much longer and the nights became so much shorter because, like, what are they supposed to do? They'd get halfway through a shipment and then just vanish, and then their goods would be lost on the trail, and, like, you know, because they're Creakings. Those poor guys. They go through a lot. So they, over the course of many days, eventually got an envoy to the Timekeeper's Tower to be like, yo, bro, what's going on? Help. Society is collapsing. And he was like, oh, T. I didn't realize my actions would have consequences. So then he like shifted it back to normal, but the Flower Fae were very unhappy with that. No, I didn't, Yosa. I didn't. I don't know anything about this. The Fae. I don't know about this. Feel free to spill. But then the Flower Fae, because their power then lessened again, because there's less sunlight, there's less photosynthesis, there's less of all that, then suddenly not as strong, and they were thriving. They were thriving in the era of the long days. They started high-key beefing the Creaking Society. There was a war, in summary. And I want to have this, like, ruined land around Timekeeper's Tower that I've just been kind of passively calling crumbling. I don't know what we're gonna actually roll with, but it's going to just be, like, ruined, like, war-torn, shattered kind of land, where the Battle of Sun and Moon or whatever took place, which is literally the Flower Fae and the Creakings fighting over whether it should be Eternal Night or Eternal Day. I haven't decided necessarily what leads to a ceasefire there in that regard. But I love that there's still more story to craft, if that makes sense. Anyway, so Dragonfly Keep is a subset of the Flower Fae Society who don't like that the war has ended. So it's like a fortress, like, that's separated from everything else, and the people that live there are angry, and they still want, like, they're upset that the general Flower Fae community is still getting along with the Creakings, and that people are happy, because they're like, no, we could have had it all. We could have had it all, and what, you waved the white flag, cowards? So they're up in their keep, like, being angry. That makes sense! Yosa, that makes so much sense, that's funny. Genius! Genius, I say. So yeah, that's a bunch of lore yap about what we're doing in Korea.